Back. It's April 28th. We had the FOMC today and did something a little bit different this morning. Walking through it all in real time, talking about what was next and what was kind of what were the next moves or the next legs that were going to be unfolding as things went along this morning. So let's see how it happened, how it all went today on FOMC. So to start off, we had this nice pullback down here. Just see if yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have the CP here at 76.75. That held to the tick right there, and pretty nice move up here. Came back up to this top CP up at 88. We said 88 quarter. So we had this 76.75, which we called in real time, and then we said they need to get through this for higher. And then there was still some room down here for lower. So as the day went on in MAP, I was very active and called a lot of this. Was going for a little stretch of the slower stuff, but then called a lot of what was going on here. So we had this move up here. He actually was looking for 95.75, 96 area, and I just flat out missed this 93.75, but it was literally about a minute or two after it had happened, I was looking through my charts, and I did have this, but I was thinking we'd get to 96, but this made sense. So I'm telling you that because it's still okay. We didn't get high enough yet. That's okay. This swing high at 93.75 still makes sense. Everything's still in place that needs to be there. This is the FOMC. In the live trade signals, we sold right here at the top, and then we covered it right down here in front of, I think we covered 77.75, so we covered it right here. So pretty nice 8-point trade right there. And then really nice rebuy right here off 76.75 again. And we did have, I think we had 73.50 that we were talking about right here. Can't quite remember. In fact, we'll just go look it up just to make it right there. Oh no, that was later on. So let's look before FOMC. So we said 72.75 or 73.75. That was at 11:01. So right here. So as this was happening, so the low was 72.75. Okay, so there you have that. So that was on the FOMC, and then 93.75 came down to here. There were a number of places that we could have tried it here, but we knew that it could come down a bit lower. In MAP, if you want to look at what I said here in MAP, would be right here. Ideally, this was at 12.12, said ideally 74 quarter or 73 quarter would hold if we were going to go. So couldn't take out the CP, that's a bit lower. Ideally would hold 74 quarter or 73 quarter. That was at 12.10. And the low over here at the close, so about 50 minutes later, the low was 74 quarter. So if you were here this morning and you watched what was happening this morning, and then you look back and you see, okay, I gave that price when the market was over here. I said ideally that would hold for higher. It did hold for higher. And then we got a nice move off 74 quarter up to where, oh, and by the way, let's just for good measure look at this right here at 12.23, supposed to get back to 87 quarter minimum. So basically we're saying 74 quarter, if that holds, we should go back to 87 quarter minimum. There's 87 quarter. There's 74 quarter, there's 87 quarter. That's 13 points. So if you are looking for, okay, what is the, what's the, that's one trade for 13 points. How many of those do you need to do in a day? And that's at the end of the day. We had many of those. You could have shorted up here at 88. You could have bought down here. We called this whole thing. This whole move up here. You could have bought this pullback right here at 82 quarter. Moved that up to there. Just depends on what you want to do. So this is what we do all day in MAP. If you are not a member of MAP or you don't know what we do there, reach out to myself, reach out on Discord, or reach out to DB on Discord, or send us an email at support@daytrade-like-a-pro. Literally what we do all day in MAP, we map out what's going to happen, and then you can trade it based on what fits inside of your risk parameters and your own strategy. So there you have it, and we'll see what happens. Still not high enough, and we'll see what the overnight session brings. And the market's going to want to digest this a little bit with what happened with the FOMC, whatever was said in the press conference. And then on top of that, we have Amazon reporting earnings tomorrow. Apple reported after the close here today, but Amazon reports tomorrow. So then Microsoft next week. And so, but for sure after Amazon reports earnings, kind of more back to normal anyway today after FOMC, but tomorrow should be a good day. And then Friday should be good as well. So there you have it. We'll be back in the morning with the pre-market video, and hope you found today helpful, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.